Hello everyone, and welcome again to Floyd's Motivational Minute. Today we're standing in front of my display case in our game room. And there's two items in here I want to share with you of how they relate to our business. When my wife and I traveled to Russia and the Ukraine, each country gave us a set of Matryoshka dolls. I want to show you how this relates to our business. This was a set given to us by our distributors in the Ukraine, and this is a set that was given to us by our distributors in Russia. Let me show you how this relates to our business. You see, a Matryoshka doll is something that starts small, and you keep putting one inside the other until it becomes big. The reason some people do not succeed in Tahitian noni juice is because they start right here with the big Matryoshka doll, and they start looking for things smaller than them. In other words, instead of thinking up as they build their business, they think down. And as a person thinks down, you can see right here what happens. It gets smaller and smaller and smaller and smaller until finally, way down here at the little bitty bottom, they got this little bitty organization. It doesn't go anywhere. It doesn't go anywhere because everybody keeps thinking smaller and smaller and smaller. What you've got to do, now let me tell you something first. When I was in another networking company, when I first started in networking in 1989, that's how I thought at first. I was thinking smaller, 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 people I feel comfortable with. But when I joined Tahitian Noni International, I changed how I was thinking because we had something so good. What I did is I started down here. See, instead of being an organization of small thinking people, when you go down, I started here and thought, well, how can I make it bigger and bigger and bigger? So what I did is I started going after centers of influence, people that I thought were bigger and better than I was. And as I built my organization, I got stronger and stronger people involved in it that was actually once upon a time my mentors. And then they begin to find bigger people, and they begin to find bigger people. And as this keeps growing, as you can see, that eventually then you'll have an organization of giants. So what it comes down to is your attitude. Are you going to think down, down, down and get people smaller thinking than you are because you're comfortable with them? Or are you going to go after something that maybe takes you out of your comfort zone and go after the people that you know are centers of influence? Because if you have centers of influence that you bring into the business, then you will go from this little bitty one down here to become a giant in Tahitian Noni and a giant in the whole industry. We will see you again next week.